What's up? We are Wild 94.9, the Bay's #1 hit music station. My name's Crystal Rosas, and here is the beautiful, talented Kali Uchis, all chilled out on what looks like a bean bag. It looks like you're outside. How you feeling?
I'm good, babe. Thank you for having me. Happy to talk to you.
Sorry, one more time. I think it's because you're a little far.
Yeah, I'm so happy to talk to you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, for sure, for sure. How are you feeling? We were playing your song Telepatia nonstop on Wild 94.9. It's a banger. Everyone's loving it. It's blown up on TikTok. How do you feel about all this craziness going on with that song?
I'm still processing it, but I'm really happy. Thank you guys for playing it and supporting it. And thank you to other people who have been supporting it in general. I'm grateful as fuck.
Yay, you're working a lot. I saw that you just did a little like live concert for your Sin Miedo album. How did that come about?
I really just wanted to give my fans the live experience, but the week that we were supposed to go on tour for the first time in Latin America and for the first time for the tour, obviously it was before the album came out because I was going to be using that tour to kind of promote that I was going to have the album coming out. And we went into lockdown that same week. So I was really sad that I wasn't able to meet a lot of those people and that we weren't able to experience that together. So I just wanted to be able to bring everybody together in any type of way that I could and be able to share that with them. And I also didn't want people to have to pay for it because it was such a hard year for everybody that I wanted to give it to them for free. So I thought, well, obviously all of that costs money and requires budget. So I was like, let me work with someone to do it. And I had a partnership with tequila that started also during the pandemic. It was just all types of stuff. I did a commercial for them in Mexico a few months ago, and I did some other partnerships with them and whatnot. So I just asked them would they want to do it with me, and they were like, yeah, we'll do it. So yeah, that was kind of how it came together.
Everyone's loving it. It's getting tons of views on YouTube and really good reviews. I saw it. You looked amazing. You're performing a lot of your songs from your album Sin Miedo. I noticed most of them are in English, and hearing that Telepatia is cool because on Wild we get to hear English and Spanish. But being a Latina and speaking Spanish, it means so much that you're out here making music that's both, but also representing us Latinas. Like how has that transition been trying to break into this kind of like English speaking world, but a lot of your songs are in Spanish?
I think I guess I wouldn't know. I guess I wouldn't know exactly what to compare it to because I feel like in general I've never had a song that's been mainstream or widely listened to like this ever. Of any of my music, regardless of what language. So I don't really have anything to compare it to. And really, when I made the album and when I made the song, I didn't expect it to be something that was like, it was just a passion project for me. It was something that I really wanted to do. And 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 I got discouraged by a lot of people to do it actually. So for me, I have nothing to really compare how, like when people try to talk to me about like, breaking out into different markets or I just have nothing to do with that stuff. I really just make music, I make art, and I try to not think about how things are going to be received as much as I can and just make what comes natural because I feel like when you focus too much on markets and how you're going to be able to market things and how you're going to be able to sell things, you take a lot of the art out of it and a lot of the fun out of it, and it just becomes a job. So yeah, I don't know. I think people just love the song, no matter whether you can understand Spanish or don't. And I think that's the most beautiful part about it is just being able to open people's minds to listening to music in different languages they may not understand.
Yes. Well, I mean, I guess it is paying off because you won your first Grammy this year for your dance song. Oh my goodness, that is so cool. How did that feel? I mean, I know you're saying that you're not trying to focus on all that, but it must be cool to win a Grammy.
I'm so proud. I'm so proud, and just to be able to be the second Colombian woman next to Shakira who's ever got a Grammy, that's so big for my country, for my people. And for where I come from, even people in VA, everybody back home in VA is like, just you made us so proud. Because a lot of people come out of VA, but nobody really talks about it. Like Pharrell, Missy, Timbaland, Eclipse. There's so many amazing artists that came out of VA, but VA doesn't really get their credit either. So I feel like both places where I'm from are super um, have been proud of me, and all my people have just been so happy. So it feels good to make people proud and to know that I don't know that I'm able to do that. So yeah, I actually found out while I was on set shooting that commercial I was telling you about. So I was in Mexico, and so I felt like I haven't really been able to get to celebrate it really yet because I've been working so much. But um, but yeah, I think it's something worth celebrating because
No, definitely. I know it really, really is. So, you're talking about how people in Virginia and Colombia are so proud of you and being the first Colombian or second Colombian woman to win a Grammy. I know you had like a tough upbringing a little bit. You lived on your own for a while. I was reading maybe like in your car trying to do your own thing. How, like, what happened there and how has that impacted how you are now?
um, I think as an artist and as a person, I've always just tried to be really vocal about that we should all just be, I guess, take the good and the bad that comes in the journey and be proud of all of it. I'm not ashamed of anything that I've been through or any mistakes that I made or any difficult moments in my life because all of them made me who I am today, and all of them gave me the insight to be able to be the person that I am now. So I think it definitely, yeah, leaving the house from a young age and being learning to be self sufficient um, from a young age, and in general, just growing up um, really fast, even before I left the house, I think definitely gave me a lot of tools that I use today as an adult to navigate in this industry and to navigate as an artist and as a woman and as a Latina woman. So I've always considered myself. I'm someone who I'm very strong minded and I'm very vocal about the things that I'm passionate about, and I defend myself and I defend other people and I stick up for the stuff that I believe in. Um, and I think that all of that has to come from that. I guess just always having to fight and always being on the I guess I don't know how to put it, but never being too comfortable, never being comfortable. Um, I think it's actually a blessing when you look at the big picture and you don't think about that stuff when you're going through hardship and when you're going through struggles. You don't think about how this is going to be a positive thing to you ever. So I think it's nice to talk about just because it's kind of a reminder to anybody looking up to me or to anybody who's going through things that your life could change drastically at any point or someday. So to never really feel like you're at the end because of what you're going through or how you may be perceived or misunderstood or I guess, yeah,
Mhm.
some pain and whatever. To be able to make great things out of that and to be able to transform your life or other people's lives out of going through that is really special for me. And it's what makes my I guess job because art is something that I do, but my job being a public figure is a responsibility that came with what I do. So I guess being conscious of that means being able to talk about all those times. So yeah, I think definitely made me who I am today.
Yeah, and I love that you're saying that what comes with your job is being conscious that you are somewhat of a role model. People do look at you, look up to you. Do you feel like that's a lot of pressure? Because I did notice that you're Uchis, like this performer and artist, and you do definitely have a guard of what you share with the public. Like a lot of people don't know too much about your personal life, where your whereabouts are, who you're dating, and stuff like that. So do you try to keep that guard because to protect yourself, or maybe do you want to let your fans more in, or just the art of what you do?
No, I mean I talk to my fans all the time. I love my fans so much. My fans are like my family. I'm in group chats with them. Like I will really talk to my fans and be like, "Oh, did you guys have a good weekend?" Like I love my fans, but when it comes to sharing my private life with the world, I just feel like that's not really necessary. I don't need people. My like I said, I'm an artist. I need the focus to be on my music and on my art. And I think there's artists and there's entertainers and there's public figures, and sometimes you mix all of those things and you can get kind of lost in what you started for because like I said, I'm a very self-sufficient woman, so I don't want my career to surround itself around anything that doesn't have to do with my music. So yeah, I think it's just about having boundaries about how accessible you really want to be to other people. I owe it to anyone to give anybody access to my private life. Um, and yeah, but I don't think it's necessarily guarding anything because um, I see what anyone could do with that information. But it's just, yeah, I guess just levels of access, you know.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And I think that's totally fair. Like some people think that just because you're a celebrity or an artist, everyone has the right to know everything about you. And I don't think that's fair or true. So I think it's great what you're doing. We are loving your song. Congratulations on your album and the success you've had, your Grammy. We can't wait for things to open back up so you can come and visit us in San Francisco when everything opens.
Yes, I love San Francisco. I really love touring there. I really have good shows there. So yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys when I come back.
Well, thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk to you later, okay?
Bye.